Hi, this is Mucker671 doing another video on Molesey area. It's West Molesey actually, starting from Hurstfield Road and going up to the Residents Association marker. It's free fishing, free parking, very good access. The marker is actually directly opposite Hampton's Sailing Club. There seems to be 3 different access points to this stretch. 2 I definitely know are okay. The third one, not so sure about, but I'll show you a bit later on for that. And I thought a quick mention, this is a possible area to launch a small inflatable dinghy, that type of thing. It's not very sort of deep in front, so quite safe to launch here, and it's very close to your car, so maybe that's worth a try if you have that type of thing. Now for a quick disclaimer, I haven't fished this stretch, any of the Hurst Park area. I've done 2 other videos on Hurst Park and Molesey, but this is where we were parked, and this is the first swim after the parking area. I'll leave a copy and pastable address in the comments section below for you, so that should make things a bit easier to find the place. If you find this video informative, don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe and the notification bell for more upcoming videos. Plenty more coming up on the Thames. I've got a bit of River Wye, hopefully, if I can get away this winter. But yeah, that would be most appreciated. At the time of this post, I've actually got 12 videos in my YouTube from free fishing and parking playlist. If you'd like to check that out at the end, you can click on my icon, my little badge there with me holding a barbel, and it'll bring you to the channel. Then scroll right a couple and you'll see my playlists. Just click on that and have a little look through and see what you think. I'd imagine this place is going to be really busy in the summer and certain times of the day. It's as it is a public park. It's quite nice. So lots of dog walkers. It was what day was it? I filmed this. I can't remember. I think it was a Monday afternoon, and you know, there was quite a few people about then. So I'd just be aware of that. Now this is actually a double swim. The access is a bit dodgy, as you can see from here, but you can get better access from the left to the left of me. You have to sort of go through the hedge a little bit, but it's definitely a double swim. You could set up with a friend, do some feeder fishing or something. The whole stretch from where I'm parked right up to the end of this video, basically, there's loads and loads of swims all the way along. Like I said earlier, I mean, the access, there's 2 other spots. One's an alleyway and another one's a road. I'll show you the road, and I'm not 100% sure about the alleyway where you'd park, but you might have to work that out yourself, I'm afraid, on Google Maps or something. As I mentioned earlier, I haven't fished this area at all, but just like the rest of the Thames, up hit this sort of area, up to Chertsey and Staines, down to Ilpie, I've always found using lots and lots and lots of maggots just flicked in every few seconds, just sort of 5 maggots every few seconds, that type of thing, on a waggler, a stick float if it's running hard wherever you're fishing. But just be patient, don't cast, and I'm sure it'll work. I mean, I haven't made a cast in 3 hours sometimes, and just sat there and flicked maggots out for 3-4 hours sometimes. My mates think I'm absolutely mad for doing it, but then that first cast, I mean, sometimes it can just be explosive, you know. Definitely worth a try if you have the patience. Just coming up now, when I pause in the centre, you'll see the road there. That's Garrick Gardens off of Victoria Avenue, excuse me. That's definitely a parking area, apparently. I had a chat to one of the locals there, had a look on Google Maps, couldn't see too much, but definitely seemed to be one of the places. And this is also a spot I thought maybe you could launch a dinghy again if you can park close enough to the end of the road there. It looks a perfect place to launch a little 2.4 metre blow up dinghy, you know, that type of thing. Coming up in just a moment, I'll show you the access point from that road, and also there's some signage, I think, coming up. Yeah, I think some signs coming up showing the sort of fishing areas, that type of thing, the restriction areas again. I'll leave in the description below again a copyable and pastable description of the parking here in the road, well, as close as I can get it on Google Maps. It's actually a U-shape, this place, this road, near Garrick Gardens, they call it. It's actually a big U-shape, and there's 2 entrances to the river by the looks of it. And this is the first one, sort of in the park area, that looks accessible on the map anyway. I hope you find this helpful and there's enough detail for you. I'd love to be able to give you more detail. My last one on Shepperton down to Riverside Car Park, I know that stretch quite well, so I could do overlays of exactly where to cast, where it's snaggy, where the deep holes are, that type of thing. I do try to go into as much detail as possible in my videos, obviously, and hopefully you'll find it interesting, and I might get a like from you. That would be most appreciated. So what I'm going to do now is do the usual thing, leave you with a bit of music. I'm having to use music from YouTube now. I've tried it on a couple of editing apps on my tablet, but I've been getting copyright strikes, so using the music, even though I've been crediting it and doing all the right things. So I'm going to have to keep it at YouTube music. So my library is going to get a bit thin for the moment until I can find a decent way of getting some free music that I'm not going to get copyright hits from. So but yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of this. Just take it in. It's quite a nice place. I know it's not very very sunny. It was such an overcast day, so I've put the GoPro on to GoPro colour just to give it a bit more colour. And I hope you enjoy it and find it informative. I would say this is quite a well-worked swim, if you can call it a swim. It's opposite the alleyway that I mentioned earlier. It's direct, like I say, it's directly opposite a small alleyway, and I think you'll probably find most of this broken up ground here is due to dog activity, that type of thing. It can get quite mad, I'd imagine, in the summer here. So, winter time you might be all right, but just thought I'd better warn you. I don't know if you can see, but just in front of me there in the distance, not too far, about 50 yards, there's the Hurst Park Residents Association heritage marker. It's got an alleyway, very small access, directly in front of me there. It seems to be on Google Maps the access from Buckingham Gardens, or maybe Buckingham Avenue, but I think it looks like Buckingham Gardens. It's a bit of a walk, but check it out on Google Maps. It doesn't look like there's much parking there at all, but if I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments. That would be great, and I'll pin it to the top. I think you can understand why there's an exclusion zone for wildlife and fishing, with the amount of wildlife that's on that picture there, basically. Yeah. I hope this was helpful. If it is, don't forget to hit the like, the subscribe, the notification bell for more. Hope you enjoyed it, and this is Mucker671 signing off.